We have a few stories. The Onsen raises 7.5 million, and that's seed. Not necessarily a big amount of money, a pretty large seed round, but what they're doing is pretty cool. Um, they have an AI shopping startup, and they use neuro-symbolic AI search engine that lets shoppers use natural language, images, or even concepts to find products. And they're finding that they get 3 times higher conversion than typical ecom using this AI powered contextual search. So I'm curious how this is going to change things. And with ChatGPT, it actually started a long time ago with the Google images because we could upload an image, identify it, find what we're looking for. And now that is supercharged with AI. So um, how will people convert? Getting more accurate information, more accurate items that they would want to purchase. It makes sense that it's 3 times higher. Um, and people are trusting AI more. So conversions from recommendations from ChatGPT tend to convert quicker than recommendations from Google. So it's really important for anyone who's selling anything online to look at how they show up in AI and how shoppable is their site on AI. And this is not just B2C, this is also B2B. You want to be able to be found and be the answer to questions that are relevant because people are doing their research on AI and they trust it. Um, there's a new MIT study using a tool called the Iceberg Index, and estimates are that the current AI could technically replace 11.7% of the US workforce, which is about 1.2 trillion in wages. And there's this research maps which specific tasks are economically viable to automate right now. Um, and this highlights pressure points in finance, healthcare, and professional services. Now, it is easy to get sucked into these numbers, but the numbers about the job creation are much higher. So if AI is replacing 11.7% of US jobs, it's creating double that. According to the AI experts, there are a lot of new job positions that and titles that are going to be coming out that have never existed before. Some of them are made up, but then you have things like the AI strategist, the AI architect, the AI sysadmin, um, that are new high-paying jobs. So it's more about retraining and upskilling right now than people worrying too much about losing their jobs. I mean, 11% of US jobs, almost 12%, that is a significant amount. Um, and if you can be the one to find efficiencies in your workflow, then likely you're going to be the most valuable person and you will be kept to manage that. So highly recommend getting upskilled on AI so that you have longevity in the workplace in general, if that's what you desire. Um, and the US Patent Office has ruled currently AI can help invent, but only humans get the credit. Some people have been applying for patents, and the patent would be the person who would receive the patent would be the software or the AI tools. And the patent office is saying, no, no, humans get the credit. Humans should be the registered owners, not any AI tools of these different inventions. And one thing to keep in mind is humans should start it. You need to have a drawing or a sketch to be the most defensible, and then have AI help you get it to the next step, and then have humans do the refinement on the end. So you have humans to start, AI in the middle, and humans at the end, and then you'll have the most defensible patent or product or information that you would want to protect. Um, So humans are using this for the applications and ingenuity, but we definitely need to make sure that we're monitoring it all along the way. There is a new healthcare AI startup, No Barrier, that raised 2.7 million, which again, not very much, but what they do is pretty cool, and likely they'll be raising more money. Um, they are providing real-time HIPAA compliant medical interpretation in more than 40 languages. And so this is meant to cut the interpreter wait times and allow people, no matter what the language, to be able to get the medical care that they deserve. And it's saying that, it would take people 30 to 45 minutes to get that translator, and maybe in the US, but I highly doubt it. I don't think they're that available. In Canada, it can take a really long time to get a translator that could do the medical translation for you. Um, and so that will save time, and being HIPAA compliant, then it will also be deemed safe for all the medical information that's taken in, and you don't need a human for it. And so it is stored within the platform. And it's a great place, and we've seen so many examples in hospitals and clinics where there is literally a waiting room. And if you think of this in your business too, where the waiting rooms might be, these are high friction or bottleneck points in your business that AI might be able to be used to solve that problem, AI and automation. And that's what we talk about with clients a lot, is where are those bottlenecks? Where are the high friction points where you could loosen things up with AI or automation? And we've seen so many examples in medicine, and they have literal waiting rooms. So why are people in there? It's very obvious to see the bottlenecks in person when you have wait times. I mean, here, if we go for a blood test, there's a screen in there that shows the wait time, who's next, how long the expected waits are. And, the question is, can we speed things up? Because in that business, it's so visible to everybody what the wait times are and what the friction points are. And AI startups are getting a lot of funding. The healthcare AI startups are getting a lot of funding now. There's an article about that. Some of the latest healthcare startups and the problems that they're solving. We have a section on Gamma and how to level up your Gamma game. And Gamma is the tool that we use for presentations. And we've got some simple things in here about how to format text as tables, how to add math formulas in Gamma, how to add footnotes in Gamma if you need to, how to create funnels in Gamma. So you can go to the blog and read that, or it might be in the newsletter that you received if you're on the list. And this week's tools that we covered, Leonardo. And Leonardo is a really good AI image and video creator. You can create, edit, and do a lot of different things with images and video in there on a professional level, and it's really easy to use. And if you are not in the US and you don't get the latest versions of VO, I think we're on VO3 right now, you could go to Leonardo and use it inside of there and be across the border and have access to the newest models. We have people in, what do we have, 5 countries on our team? And so Leonardo is a tool that kind of makes it even for everyone. Like we can all use the same latest models in there. HeyGen has a boot camp going on right now. It is our favorite tool for creating avatars, avatars of ourselves, and using just random avatars for testing, for ads, user generated content, blog posts, social media. And yeah, we love HeyGen. It does the avatars and voices. And it's integrated with 11 labs. So if you have custom voices, you can use it with HeyGen. And then Read AI. Read is our note taker for all of our meetings. And I know that's Crystal's favorite for doing all sorts of things, even looking at meeting points of, things that need to be included in proposals, or conversations, and just trying to remember what was happening in conversations. Read keeps it all and makes it really easily accessible with their AI powered search within the tool. We have a couple of cohorts coming up at the beginning of the year. So we'll have an applied AI level 1 class starting in January. And if you want to get on the wait list for that class, there's a link in the newsletter and on the blog post at AI Smart Insiders. We have a couple spots left in class for Applied AI Level 1. And in that, it's a 10-week course. You're also invited to these labs where we work on special projects. And you will learn all the basics of how to really leverage AI for spreadsheets, images, video, every aspect of your work. You'll also learn how to build custom agents, do better prompting, and even create your own workflows and SOPs that can power some more advanced agents. And then we have AI Your Operations, or AI Your Agency. And that is a 4-week course that's coming up. You can get on the wait list for that too. In this one, we'll go through defining workflows, defining SOPs, and then building agents that do jobs for you. And by the end of the 4 weeks, you will have your first agent done, at least one of them. You may have more by the end of the 4 weeks. And we provide tech support during the second 2 sessions of the AI Your Ops. And I think that's about it. If you have any questions,